Kick off with a look at the technicals because we've got the market sitting at a 4-month high, 3,429 points, gaining for a second straight day. Equity turnover up on the day. What is your sense as to where the market's going from here?
Good morning. Sorry, you're a bit unclear, but if I can get it, you asked about the market and the direction it's headed from here. Well, we've seen it going up in the past couple of days. We've seen the index move up to levels which were witnessed earlier last year. So maybe looking forward, I guess we also have a lot of activity from Kenya Airways that should actually boost more demand for the other stocks for people who look at them as alternatives to investing in the rights issue.
In terms of that rights issue, which is of course underway at the moment, Kenya Airways seeking to raise 20.7 billion shillings. How's that been progressing so far? There are only 2 weeks left of that rights issue. Has there been strong demand that's come through? Or what is your sense as to the overall subscription that we're going to see for those rights?
Well, 2 weeks is still quite a lot of time because we are 1/3 way through. It's running for about 3 weeks. I guess what people really worry about here is shareholder value. And I guess the issue here is you're introducing 1.47 billion extra shares into the market. You've got to worry about earnings per share dilution. That has actually put investors on a risk-averse position. And most of the people who look at this stock are actually looking at it for the long term. They're looking at the 10-year plan, which has been spelled out by Kenya Airways, and which shows a lot of promise, 115 new routes, destinations. We also have promise of their cargo line. So I guess those who are getting in right now may be pushed in the coming weeks by these promises which we find in their 10-year plan.
Let's look at that stock from a long-term value and hidden value that could be unlocked in it. Sitting with a net asset value of 49.43 a share, the share price way below where that is at this point in time. And it's looking at an earnings per share forecast of 1.47 shilling. So even though you've got this dilutionary impact of the 1.4 billion shares, surely from a longer-term perspective, there's value to be unlocked by investing right now.
Yes, actually it's a matter of balancing the options and seeing whether the pros outweigh the cons. Right now, actually my colleagues and I have been looking at it. We've given it a projected EPS of about 4.2. And I think looking at the share price right now, about 14 shillings, we have also projected the same in our 3-year model to be about 35 in that time. So I guess looking at it from that perspective, from a long-term perspective, it is indeed a good stock to look at getting into.
Yeah. Let's move on to the bank.